Hello, hello, hello. It's Tasty Tuesday. I'm Amy Scott McLean. I am the host of this little cooking show. And today we're not actually cooking. We are going to be making cilantro lime hummus, or at least my version of hummus. I leave out tahini, which is typically in hummus because we just don't like the sesame paste. So no sesame paste in my hummus. So let's get started with the ingredients. We're going to use one 15-ounce can of canned chickpeas. We are going to drain it, but reserve the liquid because we are going to use the liquid as the liquid in the hummus. So there's no need to rinse the chickpeas because we're just going to add that liquid back in, but we're only going to add in half to maybe 2/3. Just depends on how thick it comes out. And this is called aquafaba, the liquid from chickpeas. It's nutrient packed and so good for us, so it's good to use it whenever you can. We're going to use 1 clove of garlic, the juice from a half of a lime, a half a teaspoon of salt, and about 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro. I totally love cilantro and it's so good for us. But remember, some people don't like cilantro. It tastes like soap to them, so that's okay. You can use a different fresh herb. You could use dill here, would be perfect. Or maybe even some fresh thyme. I've never done it before, but anyway, so good. And we're just gonna whip this up quickly in the NutriBullet because that's what I have. I do this all the time, almost daily. And so here we go. We've got the NutriBullet here. Okay, well, anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the chickpeas in, and then about half of the liquid. So I've got just about 1 cup of liquid here, and I'm going to add half of it. Yeah, looks about right. I usually just guess. Sometimes it comes out too thin, sometimes it comes out too thick. Just depends on how many chickpeas are actually in the can. Okay, so we'll add the salt. We'll add the clove of garlic. No need to chop it or anything. We're just gonna put it in there and puree it. We're going to squeeze the lime juice in. You could also use a lime, crystallized lime. I love the True Lemon product, so you could use True Lime or True Lemon here. But when you have fresh, you might as well use fresh because you get so many good nutrients from it. Packed with vitamin C for sure. All right. And then we'll add the cilantro. And I've got about 1/4 cup of cilantro in there. All right. So we've got my NutriBullet plugged in here, and we'll just blend. And just like that, we have hummus, homemade hummus. Who doesn't love that? I actually make this up many nights a week, maybe even as many as 5 nights a week. Well, probably 4 nights a week because we probably eat half of this in one appetizer. Okay, I'm going to go get a bowl to pour this into. And just like that, you have homemade cilantro lime hummus. Add a little fresh leaf on top. Serve it with some sliced veggies and maybe some organic tortilla chips, or today I have quinoa chips, so I'll probably use quinoa chips for tonight's appetizer. Now, while I have you here, remember that chickpeas are loaded with fiber, full of magnesium, calcium, and potassium, as well as a lot of antioxidants. So super good to add to your diet. And particularly the amount of fiber will help with keeping you feeling full, and will help with, keeping your weight in check. Cilantro is another powerhouse herb that is also known as coriander. The seed from the plant is called coriander. So if you see coriander in a recipe, it is just the dried seed of the cilantro plant. It's commonly used in Asian, Middle Eastern, and Central American dishes. And why is it good for you? It will help actually with lowering your blood sugar, which is an interesting thing, and I haven't read enough research on it to completely understand it. But what I know for sure is if you are taking diabetes medication, that you need to be mindful of how much cilantro that you are eating, because you don't want to affect your blood sugar and drop your blood sugar too low. It's good for your brain, and they've done some studies on animals, rats actually, about brain health, but more research is needed on its impact on overall brain health and even dementia. It adds a lot of flavor without any calories, so it is a good way to increase flavor in any recipe without adding any extra calories. And it is packed with nutrients: vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin K, folate, potassium, manganese. I always mix that one up. Anyway, so if you make this cilantro lime hummus, you are getting a nutrient packed, so good for you meal, snack, appetizer, whatever you want to call it. And so full of flavor and so good. I hope you give this a try, and I hope you love this. Until next time, we'll see you later.